finger guns.
Oh my gosh, it's back, and welcome to Sidejag, the show where we talk about movies of all kinds, TV shows. We talk about some food, life in general, and just all the fun things associated with what's going on in the world. You know, mainly the fake stuff, not the real stuff, the fake stuff. And we're finally back. I know, and it's my fault because I just haven't had time to watch the Book of Boba Fett, but I have watched it. And yes, I did watch Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
And we'll talk about that, as well as the Adam Project. I caught that. You caught Free Guy, which I've seen that, so we can spend some time on that one. And then anything else that kind of fell between the cracks. Like, I did catch this. I did catch a documentary on the plane about Steve Aoki. So,
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
So, off topic, naturally, right away. Do you know what Benihana's is, right?
Yeah.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
His dad started Benihana's.
Yeah, I actually knew that from another documentary.
Yeah. And gave him nothing.
Yeah.
Like, no money. Like, everyone's like, oh, yeah. No, he was not. He had to earn every goddamn penny. His dad was like, I'm a self-made man. You go make your money, you know? So he had nothing and turned it into being badass Steve Aoki. And he daddy issues, obviously wanted to do it, to impress his dad and be like, bro, look at, I made it.
Yeah.
But
they forgetting that, like, so he didn't actually give him nothing, but he gave him, like, I'm sure, a really nice house to live in, not have to worry about fitting for yourself, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I feel like, let's be honest. As a parent, we try to do that for everything. So it's like,
oh yeah,
your kids moved out finally. They're probably going to move back at some point.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, exactly.
At least one of them. One of them at some point.
Haley isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Right.
For the next 2 years, she'll be doing her whatever doctor, master. I don't know what the fuck it is. Some kind of schooling thing for the next 2 years. So I don't really see her going anywhere, and that's fine. Protege was a great movie. Have you seen Protege?
Have not seen Protege.
So it had, I can't think of her name. She's an Asian lady, and I think the Chinese paid for the movies, but they hired Samuel L. Jackson to like play this old like hitman kind of thing that trained.
Oh, so are they like redoing the Hitman?
No,
you know what I'm talking about though. That which one? The Professional.
No, nothing like that. No,
okay.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It is like The Professional?
It would have been like that if The Professional would have been able to play out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if he didn't have to get killed by Gary Altman, if she would have moved in with him, and so exactly, I didn't think of it that way, but yes, if The Professional would have played out in a better world,
right,
then this is what would have happened. And of course, I won't give away the plot of the movie because it's really cool, but it was a good movie. It was a good show. It had a happy ending, which I like.
Yeah.
And then I watched Anna again on the plane, or Ava. I watched Ava again on the plane.
Yes, I didn't watch that either.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. I enjoy it so much because I was like, I need a movie that's like, and I said, I need a movie like Ava. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch Ava again. Screw it. I was just in the mood for that. Whoa! It was an earthquake. I was just in the mood for that badass female movie, but somewhat like jaded, like has issues kind of thing.
Right.
And it's like, all right, so I watched that on the plane again, and then I fell asleep watching other movies that I don't even remember what I watched. But it was like,
so you haven't watched the Batman yet, then, have you?
No. It sucked too because my buddy Matthew Palumbo from Audio Control went and saw it.
Yeah.
And we went out to eat with Casey and Natasha of Morel that night. We went back to their house and hung out with them and had tacos. And so it was like, go hang out with them or go watch Batman. And I'm like, we're not going to go see Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Tacos?
Dude, tacos.
Homemade tacos? Yeah, we're going to go have those.
Or 3 hours of the Batman. But let's sidejack here. I have noticed since the appearance of Natasha, she's become very popular on the car audio. Surprise, surprise. I started seeing they're like, oh, did you see the comments were like, oh, wait, Natasha's hot.
Shh.
Gosh, guys,
So
come on.
Casey.
Yes.
No. He's got a full head of hair, man. I'm totally jealous because we're both almost. Like, I think he turns 50 this month, and and I'm like 2 months away. We were joking about that. I said, "Screw you! You got a whole head of hair, man." He's got the prettiest blue eyes.
There you go. Sounds like a dreamboat.
He is, dude. He's a total dreamboat. I go, "What's up, Husky?" Because he's got like a gray and black beard thing going on with these powder blue eyes, and I'm like, I said, Natasha, I said, "Is it me or does Casey kind of look like a husky?" Like, she goes, "You mean like the dog?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "He used to have one." I'm like, "Obviously, I mean,
people look like their dogs. So most times the dogs look like the people, but it just went vice versa."
Now he's got an asshole chihuahua that barks at fucking everything.
Yeah. Well, I got one too. You've met her.
I know, and that's trust me. The whole time I'm like, I know who. I need to get you together with that dog. You guys can just go hump it out in the corner or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. And the dog has it's like what was it, 10-second Fred or 10-second Tom or whatever it is. Hi, I'm Tom. Hi, I'm Tom. Dude, exactly. The dog will walk in and meet you and be like really cool, and then as soon as it turns around and who are you? And you're
what
like,
are you doing here?
Literally, you've been licking my leg for an hour.
I think that's every chihuahua. They're nasty, vile little creatures.
Oh, they
work their way into your life somehow.
Very easily. They're small. It doesn't take much.
Exactly.
They just get in there.
They burrow up right next to your heart.
Yeah. All right, let's talk. Since the homework assignment was the Book of Boba Fett, and it literally took me like 3 weeks to watch it. Yeah. I want to get your assessment of this show before I give mine.
All right. Boba Fett. No one gives a shit about Boba Fett anymore. I thought I did before the show started.
Yeah.
But I quickly realized once the Mandalorian got on screen, oh, this show's 20 times better when the Mandalorian's here. And we don't even see Boba Fett. And the Mandalorian's still awesome. Grogu's kind of cool in this one. We go back to Boba Fett and like nobody gives a shit again. So my assessment is that it was okay, but every second it wasn't about Boba Fett, and it was about either his badass sidekick, his number 2, or somebody else. It was awesome. When it was about Boba Fett, I really didn't care.
So in the beginning, when he was with the Sand people, how did you feel about that?
They had to have some reason. He was in the Sarlacc pit. There had to be some way he made it out. They had to have some kind of redemption story. To make this season possible, that had to happen.
Right.
So I just felt like it was groundwork for the whole reason to have this show and to extend the universe out with Boba Fett, because we all know where he died.
Right.
According to the original trilogy.
Right. Well, I mean, and then in the books, he got out. So
right.
So my biggest beef with it was, if I was a 10-year-old kid again, I would have loved it. I would have been like, this is so awesome. Past that, it was like anything else that Disney's kind of put their hands on. Like, I'm not a Mandalorian fan by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't really understand why they put that episode of The Mandalorian in there.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why do we have an episode and a quarter of Mandalorian? Right. We don't need that. Other than to fast track Mandalorian, so when season 3 starts, they're already back together again, and we don't have
That's what this whole season was about, to get to the Mandalorian. It was like, we can't have Mandalorian. So Mandalorian, Boba Fett, we're squeezing Mandalorian in, then we're having some Mandalorian again.
Yeah, we'll have the season of Ahsoka Tano, which I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm glad she's there.
That's gonna be dope. Yeah,
that is gonna be cool. I don't know, man. I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I watched some other people. Like, it was cool seeing Cad Bane. Like, that was really cool. How do you feel about Vespa Scooter Gang? Okay, I was getting to that. I was getting to that. I was definitely all right, we'll just fast forward. The Vespa Scooter Gang was the dumbest shit ever. Like, every time they were driving those stupid things with the girl with the mirrors, and I'm just like, this is the best you can come up with?
And
Like,
it's
come
like so
on.
popular to hate on that. And when something's popular to hate on something like that, I usually don't want to be with them on that. I want to be the
No,
opposite. But I was like, you know what?
this is
Like, you
stupid.
guys are 100% right. You're right.
Yeah.
This
Like,
sucks.
dude, and even watching those, I hate Krugo. Even watching those, like even when they did the wide shots, where like they're showing them flying around, I'm like,
Yeah.
come on,
Like, get out
man,
of here,
that
nerds. Like, you
sucks.
nerds aren't doing nothing.
No, this is so
Yeah.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
me, I don't love Krugo at all. I think he's a freaking stupid little green thing that's in a potato sack. It's like, oh god,
I love Grogu, man.
oh,
Grogu's
screw
the
that
man.
little booger, flop-eared turd. Yeah, oh, so
Hey,
stupid.
he gave Luke the middle finger. I will
Yeah.
not be your Padawan.
Oh yeah, deuces, bro.
We out.
You know, I watched it on the plane. I watched part of it here, and I didn't sleep through any of it. I kind of bummed that I didn't. I don't I was 100% disappointed. Like I got done with it, and there wasn't like any like when he rode the Rancor at the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on, really?
it was
The only
predictable.
you know, and it was like when he killed Cad Bane. It was like, okay, we got to see a glimpse of who Boba Fett was.
Right.
Like just like when he came into the Mandalorian and he kicked everybody's ass,
Yeah.
we got to see a glimpse of who Boba Fett is. And then they decided to not use any of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, why? Like that's like everyone legit told you this is what we want to see. Could you do that? I mean, he walks into the fucking Jabba the Hutt's palace, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing!" No, it's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, it's about democracy. It was basically.
It was like, this is so like, come
So
on, this is the best you could come up with.
you know what could have turned
Yeah.
me around on the whole season? This could have turned me around because I can take a bad season to lead up to something. So what's the name of the big bad? Because he was in the cartoon that I didn't watch.
Cad Bane, the blue guy.
Cad Bane. Okay.
Yep.
So I know just from Star Wars lore that he's a big bad. He's like a legit big bad, badass dude. So we're setting this up. First of all, way too late in the season. Way too late. He pops up out of nowhere.
Yep.
We don't get to know his story. And then he gets killed at the end. It's like you could have set him up earlier. He could have been a looming threat this whole time.
See, he was one of the people that trained Boba Fett.
Right.
Like when Boba Fett was a kid, they were, he partnered up with him.
Which you learn through the movie, but just in 2 seconds worth of clips.
Yeah. I just and there again when they brought him in and it was like I think they used him in the wrong way. I like when they killed the sheriff guy, it was like really the only guy in the show that was like cool. It's like why did you kill him? Like
and he could have been a looming bad guy. And it's like next season of Boba Fett, you don't know what this dude's gonna do, but so far Boba Fett has not won, and this guy hasn't won, and it's gonna be a showdown. It could have been maybe not Game of Thrones level, but it could have been a lot better, I think.
Yeah, Cad Bane was a badass. They certainly could have used him more for backstory. Yeah, I agree. Again, if I was 10 years old, this would have been awesome. But I gotta be honest with the cartoon. The Clone Wars cartoon, way better.
Yeah, I've heard many people say that.
Way better. Like,
yeah.
And it's funny because Filoni was in on that too. Like, he was there. He wrote half that goddamn series. How the hell did this get made? Like, nobody wanted to see Boba Fett go into and take over and become a freaking politician. Like, nobody wanted to see that. I didn't want to see it. I'm like, he's a badass bounty hunter. Can we see him be a badass bounty hunter instead of like, I don't want to be a bounty hunter anymore. I want to rule the people with kindness and fairness and walk around with a jetpack and a laser.
You know what it reminds me of? The whole midichlorian thing. Like, we didn't need to know all that. No one cared. Yeah,
his midichlorian count is off. It's never been measured this high. There's a reason for that because it's stupid. No,
exactly.
Can he move shit in the air? Yeah, he's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Next, that's all we need to know.
Right.
Does he have a lightsaber? Can he make one? If he can make a light, he can be Jedi. Look at his midichlorian counts.
So what are your high notes in there for this season as a whole?
You know, seeing Cad Bane in person, I thought they
Yeah.
did a really good job with him. There were a couple Boba Fett moments that were like, oh, those are cool. Followed quickly by, oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
You know, the episode where he found her and you know, had the robot guts put inside of her.
Yeah, that was
okay.
Yeah.
You know, when he stormed the train to you know, to take that whole thing out, it was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
When they got the spaceship back and he flew down and just shot the shit out of everybody, I was like, there we go.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like those moments of Boba Fettness were great, followed by all this other shit that had nothing to do with that character. And it was like, oh, come on, man. Like, he's the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. No one's going to forget him. Like, for God's sake, how would they forget him? And then
they had him mixed in with the Hutts too, and it was like they could have done much more with the Hutts.
Oh yeah, even the Wookiee I felt like took second fiddle, and Jesus Christ, this guy's bulletproof like a mother. Like,
dude, like that, like
and apparently has a healing power like no one else. Because at one scene his foot was just dragging, and the next scene he's half running, and you're like,
yeah, that Wookiee was something else, man. He was yeah. I seen him, I was like, what's this like? So we got an evil Wookiee now? And it turns out he's not evil. He's just he's doing the job.
He's just misunderstood.
Yeah,
he was abused. He was abused, and
yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like there could be so much more to talk about, but I hated the fact that they put a Mandalorian episode in there that was just dumb as shit. Like,
I loved it. That saved it for me. That's the only thing that saved it for me.
Oh, that killed it for me.
But I like the Mandalorian too. So
you know, I liked his little like negotiation scene in the fish house because it was like, wait a minute, I've seen this scene before, just not with a guy with armor.
Yeah,
they'd be wearing black suits and shit, and not talking to dog people. You know, so it was like, okay, cool. And he got hit in the head so many times it wasn't funny. It's like, could you like maybe kill these people faster? I mean, the whole idea is to not get shot. You got shot a lot. And then I thought, I still don't like this is the way, you know. You have to leave now. I want the lightsaber. All of a sudden, the dark lightsaber weighs 5,000 pounds. You know, it's
because they're saying that you're fighting against it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't fighting with it.
Yeah.
Hey, when the dark lightsaber is badass.
It is badass. But there again,
yeah, he wasn't using it very well. But I like that they kicked him out because listen, they kicked him out. We knew the whole time, looming threat. He's had his mask off. Somebody's going to find out. There's literally only 2 Mandalorians or whatever in the world now, 3 or something like that. So they kick him out of the order. Grogu leaves Luke to be with Mando.
So if season 3 is him going back to Mandalorianville and trying to get to the center of the planet where the ocean is so he can cleanse himself, so he can keep his helmet on, I feel we're moving backwards here.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though, but that would suck, yeah.
I mean, the whole thing trying to keep your helmet on, I mean, listen.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch, great show, by the way. Like, literally, up until this show, taking your helmet off has been a socially acceptable thing for every single Mandalorian on the face of the earth. Like, every one of them has taken their helmet off, and now he's got to keep his helmet on. It's like, it's a plot point that's kind of dumb.
Right.
Really is.
I like that he had to get on the train, though. And they're like, yeah, you got to leave your weapons. He's like, weapons are my religion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but you got to leave them where you can't get on. Okay.
Yeah. His spaceship is kind of cool. I'll give it that.
Right.
Like, I like this way better than that hunk of shit he had before. I don't necessarily care for the big bubble that they put on there for Grogu, whatever, the lizard to stick his head out of. And, like, I'm like, I mean, I get it, but could target practice maybe?
Yeah, because see, you can't compare Grogu. You can't compare him to Yoda. You have to compare him to he's R2.
Yeah.
And C-3PO mixed together somewhat. That's who.
Yeah, that's a fair comparison. Yeah. But I just wish he would have stayed out of this show because it was just like. It's like, look, and listen, I get the whole Western thing that we're doing here.
Yeah.
Like, I totally understand, but enough is enough, man. Like, Tatooine sucks. Bad.
Oh, dude. Did you see the meme I posted about the Tatooine?
No.
Yeah. So it's something on there. It's like 40 years of 45 years of Star Wars, and it shows a lady. She's sitting outside of a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant, just tired with her hands on her knees, a worker, And
Right.
it's like this is Tatooine carrying the last 45 years of Star Wars movies.
Yeah. I like that. Being Aquaman's dad made him weak. Oh, for sure. Um, I don't know. I don't care. I'm done. I'm sad. And the fact that we got to watch another Tatooine thing with Ben Kenobi. Oh my God.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the time when young Luke Skywalker and he has to sit there and watch them. Yeah, children of the Watch are religious zealots of Mandalorian, hence the stupid rules. Yeah, like I mean, I get all that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I understand the stupidity of it all, but I take my helmet off because why not? I mean,
Because you're a cowboy.
I do have my helmet right there, though. Well, that's a stormtrooper helmet, but the Mandalorian one is on the floor. Yeah, I got nothing else on that. I was disappointed as usual. I'm just like, fuck. Could we at least do one Star Wars thing that doesn't suck? No. This is why I don't get. Everyone's like, well, you should get a Star Wars tattoo, and I go, no, because all it takes is one person to buy it and screw the whole thing up, and then it's like, and then when you have to say, no, this is for the 1977 version of this,
right?
And they're like, when? Damn, you're old. And you're like, screw you.
Oh, that's somebody I know. She has like a sleeve with Nintendo, like a bunch of Nintendo characters on it. But she had like a Mario 64 Mario, but like a Super NES controller.
Oh, nice.
And then like a NES Yoshi. Or no, a Super. But anyways, it was like 3 generations. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Did you do that on purpose? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, so you didn't do the 3 generations? It was kind of showing the progression. She's like, no, I just like Nintendo. Like, that's a lot of artwork, dude, to get on there.
People are stupid. I mean, come on. We've all watched Ink Masters and gone, really? Why? What's up, Fro's in the house?
Fro, what's popping?
I can't wait to actually spend like maybe an hour uninterrupted with him. It's like,
right.
We keep ending up at the same place and going,
hey, see ya.
Although, okay, so I do have a Fro story today. I had one of my reps stop by, a gentleman by the name Bill Freeman, who we often talk about on our show. Hey Bill, what's up? Sidejag on Sidejag, and he comes in. He goes, hey, I ran into this guy, Jason, and I go, and he wasn't even going to try his last name, and Fernando goes, oh, you met Fro? He goes, oh, that's Fro. And we're like, yeah. He goes, oh, it all makes sense now, because he walked up to me and said, hey, Bill, and they sat together and they ate, and Bill the whole time was going, why does this guy know who I am? And I'm like, the fact that you still wonder why people know who you are in car audio is really kind of dumb, because I mean, we only mention your name like every other week, sometimes every week, so it's like, just kind of roll with it. Because yeah, I do, I know, but I mean, like, what life do you have outside of the one you're in where you think somebody might from rando know who you are? I mean,
yeah.
But he was like, dude, he was really cool. We hung out, we had a good time. And I was like, yeah, he is cool. The twice I've had the experience of spending 15 minutes with him, it was wonderful. Although we talk on the phone way more, and that's definitely better. It's like, it's like you could talk on the phone and spend an hour and a half with somebody. They're standing in the same room as you, and you don't have 15 minutes to. It's like, what is wrong with this world that I live in? It's strange.
Let me call you on the phone. You're standing right there, but I'll call you real quick.
So, all right. So we both pretty much came to the conclusion that Boba Fett, watch it, whatever you want to do, really don't care.
Yeah. It's.
I mean, if you want to know what's happening in the Mandalorian, watch Boba Fett.
Right, if you're inclined.
Yeah. Otherwise, who gives a shit? Yeah. Let's talk about Free Guy.
Free Guy, pretty good, man.
You liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It's not like it's not going to hold up to critical, observation very well.
It's a popcorn movie, man. Straight.
Yeah,
popcorn
it's a fun movie. It's like
a
Ryan Reynolds
movie.
Yeah, you're going there, you're gonna have fun. He's gonna say funny shit. He's gonna do stuff that makes you laugh. And Hey, you're in for it.
And there's an attractive girl as the backup, and a little
Right.
love story there, and weird love story, but it's still a
Yeah.
love story.
Yeah. And then you got the dreamy dude from what was the Netflix the weird Stranger Things.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like the dreamy teenage guy from Stranger Things. So
Yeah.
you get them both.
It was fun though. It was a cute little popcorn movie that, when they had the big muscle bound version of him in the end that
Oh
came
yeah,
out,
yeah. The
the
dude.
slightly dumber guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude. I was
Yeah.
expecting. I was like, okay, it's John Cena, it's The Rock, it's gonna be one of these guys, but no, it's just a big Ryan Reynolds. So I thought that
Yeah.
was great. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. He's like, what's he say? Slogan. He's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they didn't finish. We didn't finish the programming, boss. Put him in. Put him in.
I mean, it was almost like Ready Player One, but
Yeah,
not as serious.
yeah, yeah.
It was
Very,
like
very similar.
all the coolness of Ready Player One, minus the 80s genre stuff that was all in it, and like
Yeah,
still douchey move from and what I thought was funny was the boss, um who's that was acting, is really a director, but he wasn't directing this one. So
yeah.
I can't think of his name, which is funny because he directed a bunch of The
The,
Mandalorian and
so the bot. I know who you're talking about. He's
you like
the one total douche.
Waikiki.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
Total douche, dude. He plays a total douche.
total
But
douche.
he's an awesome director, though.
So God of or he did Thor. That's his, and he
Right.
plays the rock guy in Thor. I believe that's him. Maybe no, right? All right, now we gotta look it up. God damn it.
I'm looking it up right now. Free guy
Okay.
cast.
No, maybe he didn't play the rock guy in Thor.
Tikawa Waititi or
Yeah, Waititi.
Waititi, yeah.
Um,
Did you know John Krasinski? What's he in this movie?
hold on, I have no idea what the guy looks like.
Wait, hold up. I'll show you. He's the dude from The Office. Also in Quiet Place. This guy right here.
Oh, dude, he was in that?
I don't remember him. I
don't either.
just watched it.
Huh. Yeah, no, I have no idea. What was The Rock doing in that?
The Rock wasn't in it. This was the dude, which is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why does it say? I don't know. Why does it show The Rock in there? Hold on.
Oh, wait up. He must have been a voice. He's a voice of a character. Gotta be.
Oh, the John guy?
Maybe.
Well, Channing Tatum was the
right. He was the
one guy that was like, dude, I'm so bitching.
Yeah, it's like, listen, man, I always want to hate Channing Tatum, like when he's in anything, but I never can, man. Every time he's in anything, I always think it's funny. Like,
oh, The Rock was bank robber number 2.
I like Buddy. Buddy was awesome.
John Chris, whatever the guy that you're trying to figure out from The Office, was Silhouetted Gamer.
Oh no!
So they just played like voices. Chris Evans was in it also. There was an Alex Trebek cameo. There was a lot of cameos.
There was a lot of cameos.
Yeah, I'm just going through the IMDb list here, and it's just like
Alex Trebek.
Yeah, ton of cameos.
Wow.
Teenage girl. Dude, they gave anybody that wanted to be in this was like, hey man, like we got a whole city. I mean, yeah, do you want like Hugh Jackman? Mm-hmm. Sure. So really it was Ryan Reynolds, Cody Comer, Waikiki, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Little real. Yeah, that was it. The rest of them were just like, hey, look at me. I like the ice cream though. I thought the ice cream was funny.
Yeah, like, the ice cream was funny.
Yeah. It was yeah. I mean, it was a good story. I mean, there was at least a story there.
Right, yeah.
And it kind of got weird, but Krog, yeah, the rock guy Krog. Yeah. Was that Waitiki? Hold on, now I gotta know. I thought it was, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Thor. Yeah, Krog. He is Krog. Yeah. Yeah, because I think he was the director.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the director. That's right. So he was the director and he played Krog. Because you look at him and then you hear the voice of Krog and then you look at him and you go,
Right.
that's weird. And then you go, oh, that is his voice. All I can see is Krog.
Yeah.
Bizarre. I hate that. You know, where it's like, I've seen this guy act. He doesn't look anything like that. He's not built out of rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
So I call bullshit.
He doesn't look like Krog.
He doesn't look like Krog at all. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Sounds like good problems to have. It could be a good problem to have.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty good. It was a fun movie. Like the story was their whole game got stolen from them.
Yeah.
What? The what?
I think we like paid to watch that. Like, you know, back when you could like
20.
COVID.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you pay the $20 to just watch it because like we didn't want to go to the theater. And I like that. I do miss that. I gotta be honest with you. Like Batman, I'd pay $25 to not watch that because I'm not going to the movie theater.
Dude, if like that one would be the perfect one because it's literally 3. Like I'm telling you, dude, my butt was hurting something fierce.
Yeah,
from sitting in those seats for so long.
I'm not going to see that in the movie theater. I'm not. I can tell you right now, the likelihood of like, what did Haley and I go watch? I can't
you guys
remember.
went and watched something, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't even remember.
Was it Fast and Furious?
Could have been. No, was it
9? Gosh. Wasn't it 9?
She fell asleep through it. She was pissed. Yeah. I thought it was a superhero movie.
It could have been.
Oh, it's Spider-Man. We went and saw
Spider-Man.
Right. Which was totally worth it. But now you can watch it at home, and I'll probably watch it at home again with her. But the likelihood of me going to the movie in the next 3 to 4 years is fucking thin as shit.
Yeah. I love going to the movies, but
I do too, but I just it sucks. I'm so much more comfortable at home. Like I get in my chair, I get my blanket, I got my pillow, I got my drink. I can pause the movie and go pee, or pause the movie and get up and walk around because I'm like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch it, you know. So
that's like Uncharted. I'd like to see Uncharted too, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go to the movies and see it.
No.
I'll just watch it at home.
I'm waiting for, Bobby asked about Moon Knight. I'm just kind of waiting to like, I don't know. I'm not enough familiar with the character. So I don't know. Disney is like going into the bag, deep into the bag. It's like, what doesn't Universal own? What isn't the Universal giving us money for? Or Sony giving? Well, it's like Universal giving us money, Sony giving us money. Who's not giving us money? Like, let's dig deep and find. It's like, this guy. All right, sure, let's work with that. We can make it cool. And it's like,
I mean, the things look cool. That like all the artwork looks really cool.
Yeah. Let's be honest, Kevin Feige. I really wish Star Wars would have got Kevin Feige. Yeah. Because Happy's not doing the deal. I'll just tell you.
That's they like, and everyone expected that Star Wars was going to be great because the way Marvel kind of ended up.
Yeah, they were wrong.
And they were wrong. Yeah.
Well, I think between Kathleen Kennedy and Happy, whatever his name is, I can never remember.
Yeah. The chef.
The chef. I think that's the problem there. I think there's too many people fighting, and I just somebody's got to walk in there and go, all right, listen, Dean doesn't like this shit. Let's figure this out.
Let's figure it out.
Because if you can't get Dean to like us with all this shit on the wall behind me, we're doing something wrong.
And I got to be honest, I'm even a little bit burnt out on Marvel stuff. Like, I'm not. There's no Marvel movie I'm excited to see right now.
Oh no, God no.
Yeah,
there's no movie I'm excited to see at all.
I don't know that there's any.
All right. Have you watched The Kingsman? The third one, the retro go back in time.
I didn't watch.
You haven't seen any of them? No. Okay. So I mean, for the most part, Kingsman is just like borderline gay guys in a locker room is really what it's really what it is. Yeah. It's just wrong. The movies are typically, I mean, it's like, it's almost like The Boys, where just useless stuff explodes and there's way more like, wow, really? That wasn't necessary. But I watched The Kingsman this weekend because I was looking just for a quick movie to watch, not realizing that I should have just gone right to Peacemaker. And It was actually the best one. Like as far as story and whatnot goes, I thought this one really. I was like, wow, wait, who directed this? Who wrote this story? Because it just doesn't go with the other two, as far as the uselessness of the action and just the pointless plots and just dumb shit that happened. There was a certain amount of dumb shit. Don't get me wrong, but it was like, all right, this one's actually pretty good. Like, yeah. And the death of the son was dumb, but it was expected. Oh, totally true. Like, yeah, like the death of the son in this. Oh, that was so stupid. I was like, yeah. I mean, it's predictable. There again, great popcorn movie, like every other one of those movies has ever been. But if you're a fan of the series, it's totally worth watching because it's by far, in my opinion, one of the best ones they've done. So that was kind of cool, and it explains the whole. I mean, not like you needed a lot of explanation of how it existed, but you know, I mean, if you've ever watched The Kingdom, it's like people were getting paralyzed for smoking weed.
Yeah,
that was the plot. Like, okay,
so it was thin. So it was pretty thin.
Yeah, that was part 2. This one had nothing to do. Like this one was like they tried to have like a real thing. It had to do with like World War I, and like there was some stupid shit in it, but it was like not as okay. Good one, Bobby. All right, good. The Secrets of Dumbledore. What's up with Bruce Willis movies lately and filming 5 movies a year? Funny you should answer that, Mr. William Berg. So Bruce Willis decided that, hey, he only acts like he'll only show up like 2 days, if that. So if you can't film all his parts like in a day or 2, he's not interested in it. It's a payday. He's just down for getting paid. Doesn't care about the movie, doesn't care about the plot.
I haven't even seen him. What movies is he in?
They're just all bullshit movies with other people as stars that they just put him on the billboard. He does the minimal amount of work necessary.
Why don't he just start doing like I'm trying to think of the guy my dad used to love to watch. Charles Bronson.
Right. Essentially, that's what he is. Yeah.
Right.
He's that. He's become the model. And it's funny though, because if you think about it, the last movie he did, he was redoing Charles Bronson's Death Wish.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. That was the last. That was his last full movie. All this other shit is just bit work. He doesn't want to do full movies. He just wants to do bit work. He just wants to come in, do the scenes, get killed or whatever it is, and then just ching, pay for college for the girls or something. I don't know. The Secrets of Dumbledore. That does look good.
Dude, I couldn't care less because
I'm with you, but it does look good.
It does look good, but I tried to watch Fantastic Beasts. Like, I love Harry Potter. I love all the Harry Potter movies. I'll watch them now.
The first Fantastic Beasts
it sucked bad.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I know that the first Harry Potter movies are not great movies.
No, but they're entertaining as shit.
Yeah, I think they hold up. But I tried to watch it. I just could not get through it. I've tried to make myself watch it.
The part 2 was way better because it was less Fantastic Beasts and more like Johnny Depp being bad guy.
Right. Which I'm down for. I'm down for that. But
yeah,
and I thought I was down for the first one. But
part 2 was way better. You kind of had to get through part 1. You only really need to get through so you could watch the beginning of part 1 and the end of part 1 just to find out who the characters are. Forget the middle. Who cares? It was dumb.
Right.
But you just need to know who the players are on the board because in part 2, some of those players come back. And you kind of need to know that.
Yeah.
Like who
so you
they
can
are.
watch an explainer video on the first one.
You could totally watch the explainer video on the first one because there's so much useless shit in there that it's just like, that was dumb. But where the second one would make sense and be, all set and ready to go.
Yeah.
What's up, Hifivega again?
You know what I have? So one thing I want to finish Reacher. I got sidetracked, but I do like Reacher. I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm watching Raised by Wolves season 2.
Oh, I want to watch those. I might watch those. I have a really long flight coming up at the end of next month.
It's kind of obtuse and weird, but if it's like you're kind of obtuse and weird, you'll dig it.
I got like 12 hours, so
yeah,
I could probably get season 1 and 2, or at least a good season 1 in.
Yeah, because they're like
I'm flying halfway across the planet.
It's maybe like 7 episodes are about 40 minutes each on each
Fast
season.
and Furious 38.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm so like, man, my butt still hurts from Fast 9.
Bobby, when it says the only thing they dicked over was Johnny Depp. They didn't dick Johnny Depp over. Johnny Depp dicked himself over. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
He was just a dumbass. You know? That's what happens. Yeah. Hey, man, when you do bad things to your wife and people find out about it, you might not be the same cool guy you were before. Not everyone is forgiving. And when you work for a big company, they're really not forgiving. I mean, let's be honest. What they could have done to Johnny Depp is way worse than what happened to him, because like they ain't taking apart Pirates of the Caribbean to pull him out of there, because they're like, all right, listen, this may or may not have happened. There was some bias in the whole thing, where he's denying it.
He didn't get Kevin Spacey.
No, he did not get Kevin Spacey. He got there is some gray area in this that we feel you are getting railroaded, but we have to punish you in some way. Kevin Spacey just got fucking removed from a movie.
Yeah, because they were Kevin Spacey, you're like a bad dude.
You're a scumbag.
Nobody. Yeah.
You didn't get blackballed. You just that ball rolled right over Kevin Spacey. Which is funny because when you look at Kevin Spacey's body of work, it's like, listen, you may hate the guy, but man, you really don't want to put his body of work on the shelf, because everything he did was awesome.
Right, American Beauty,
awesome.
Dude, he's had so much.
The President TV show that he was doing, I don't care what he did. See, that's okay. This is something we talk about at work all the time. That it's like there's the actor that plays a character, and we always fall back on Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is an actor that has no public life whatsoever.
Yeah.
The Usual Suspects was awesome.
Right.
Kaiser Soze. Finster. No public life what at all. He only pops up, does a movie, says hi to everyone, and then disappears again. Goes back to flying his planes. Okay. And so who knows? This guy could be like a cannibal, a child molester, he could have a family of pygmies living in his house. Who the hell knows? No one. He doesn't put his head out there. He just disappears. Until he's needed again. And then he's like, I made a bunch of money and I'm gone. Okay. They're actors. They act.
Yeah.
They're douchebags in the real life. They all are. I mean, they're humans. They're no different than any of us.
Right.
So why do we care? Your accountant could be an awesome accountant. Okay.
Yeah.
He could also be a pedophile. But he's still an awesome accountant, and he did really good work for 20 years until we found out, and then he went to prison for the rest of his life. I feel bad about that, but not really, because he was a jerk, but he was still a great accountant. So am I going to go back and call the IRS and say, hey, listen, my guy was a pedophile. I think we should redo the last 20 years of taxes.
Right.
Hell no, this guy saved me so much money.
It's already done. Yeah,
I'm going to, before he goes away, going to go, hey, did you have somebody else that you trusted? I mean... I don't know. Do you know a Johnny somewhere? I mean, shit.
You know what got me like that? I have a perfect example. So I used to love a band called the Lost Prophets.
Okay.
And the lead singer legit went to prison for child pornography.
Nice.
They caught him, the whole thing. He was part of it, the whole situation. Went to prison. I have not listened to them since. Because I was like, dude, I can't
get behind it.
Yeah, I can't do
it. Music I could see, because a lot of times those guys are writing those songs, and the lyrics that are in the songs are kind of oh wow, that puts out a whole different meaning. I had a buddy like that with Queen.
Yeah.
Big Queen fan until he found out that,
and
he plays for the same team. I mean,
was he really a big Queen fan if he didn't know that?
Yeah, but there again, you gotta remember, dude, the 80s, man. We didn't have
I guess so.
Not everyone just came out and said, guess what I do? It was a lot of that stuff was just I mean, dude, look at what is it? Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden? No, not Iron Maiden. The guys that dressed up in all the black leather, and I have one of their songs on my phone. I love it. You got another thing coming. is the name of the song.
Wasp.
No.
What am I thinking of?
You got another thing coming.
Yeah, I recognize the song. The Darkness. No, that's a newer band. The Darkness.
Yeah, you got. Come on, people, help me out. No, that's not The Darkness. Indiana Jones 5, right? Yeah.
Here, I'll look it up on Spotify.
Judas Priest.
Right,
I mean,
right.
All right, let's look at Judas Priest for a minute. Like, everybody, I mean, look, that was like they all hung out at the Tango Lounge from Police Academy, right? All right. He literally set the standard for what that group of people could dress like, say, and be like, this is what I want to do. Nobody had a clue. The metalist of metal guy, dude. Mark Wahlberg made a movie about this. I mean, like the metalist of metal guys, like dude, and straight guys were dressing like him because they were like, this guy is so metal, and it's like, yeah, he's so badass. No, he's wearing chaps for a whole different reason.
They were listen, the 80s, like the 80s, until we got to grunge, they all dressed like they didn't matter. Twisted Sister.
Oh yeah, well, but Dee Snider was just weird. That's all it was. Dee Snider was.
They were all weird.
Yeah. So Wasp is funny because the lead guitarist for Wasp just did a documentary on like Netflix or some shit like that I watched part of. Yeah. Where his like logo is this, and he's an old guy now. He made no money in Wasp whatsoever.
Yeah. Did Wasp make money at all? Anyways, nobody in Wasp made money.
I don't know, but it's just so he's like an old guy now, and he's just an asshole. Like he's just a total asshole. And they gave him his own documentary, and it was like, do we need this? Like, I watched part of it because the title is just so off. But I was like, do we even need this? But anyways, my point I was trying to make back way 10 minutes ago was they're actors. Like Kevin Spacey. He did a great job acting all these roles that he played.
Yeah.
He also had a secret life, but it wasn't a secret life. It was his life that he was leading. That isn't something we all agreed with. So we should throw all his work away.
Right.
Is how the world works now. And it's like, why? I mean, listen, I liked his acting ability. Like, I don't care about Kevin Spacey. Like, I like Han Solo. Harrison Ford is nobody. Like, I like Dutch in Predator. That doesn't mean I'm going to like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I liked Rambo. Sylvester Stallone? Maybe not so much.
Right.
I liked his character and the usual idiots that flew around on his plane. Am I gonna like him? Probably not. He just seems kind of like a douchey guy. But So you understand what I'm saying? Like, why do we have to throw away this guy's whole back catalog? Like the Cosby Show. You can't watch the Cosby Show anymore. Cosby Show was funny.
Yeah. Well, Michael Jackson was canceled for a while too, but then it come back around. Even though, did you watch the documentary on HBO?
On Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
No, but I can.
Oh, dude.
Really?
So the kid did he goes into graphic detail what happened to him.
Ooh.
And he's like one of the most famous choreographers in the world now, and it is brutal. It's a hard watch. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh,
it is a hard watch.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch that. Who wins the fight, Rambo or Rocky? Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo. Rambo's got guns, bro.
Rambo kicks his ass. Not Rambo 5, that last shit heel that we just saw, like where he rides off into the sunset.
I never watched Rambo 5.
Don't. Yeah, it's like watching the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Listen,
you're just disappointed.
Listen, there's one movie franchise that suckers me every single time it comes out, and that's Fast and Furious, and that's the only one that's going to beat me up. And they got me good. They got me real good on the last one. So we'll see how it goes from there.
Richard Gere. What's wrong with Richard Gere?
The gerbil?
Yeah, but that was never proven. I mean,
no, that's just
folklore crap,
Yeah.
But my you understand what I'm saying though? I mean, I feel like just because
Like you're a bad guy for wanting to watch the old movie.
Yeah, like Bill Cosby himself, to me, was one of the most funny stand-up comedies of my childhood that I got to watch. And I'm not going to like I'm not going to want to like look at it for what it was. It was just funny comedy that was set a big portion of my life. And oh my God, so he's a bad person. Yeah, he's a bad person. And I don't want, but I don't have to hang out with him.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just trying to watch all I'm watching.
He's going to get what he deserves or he's not. That's not for me to decide, but I can't think his comedy was funny. So this little 2-hour segment of him, I have to hate now because like he drugged
and
women.
And you can never have a Jello pudding pop ever again.
No. And it's just, I get it, but I don't get it. I feel like we're really weird that way. And it's like I can't watch The Usual Suspects. Why? Oh, because Kevin Spacey's in it. And he likes young men. Like you didn't know he was gay. Like I felt like everybody knew he was gay.
Yeah.
So I didn't care. You know.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the age of him. Like his power dynamic of the 16-year-old. I think that's what really got him in trouble. But,
it was the young kid. Yeah, it always is. I mean, that's dude, man. The age will always get you.
Yeah.
The age will always get you. I mean, it's just
it's always something. It's always the people with the most power. Like the people like that could basically be with anyone they wanted to of age.
What was that financial guy that had the island that everyone went out to?
Oh, Epstein. Yeah.
Epstein. Dude. That fucker was murdered.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like they killed his ass. He didn't commit suicide. They killed him because he knew way too many secrets, and there was way too many scary people out there doing some really bad shit on his island with some people that should not, all the wrong ages, all the wrong sexes. That that documentary was like,
dude, the one on Netflix. That was infuriating, man. I was just watching. I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to finish this. It's making me so mad.
No, Fro's little comment there about the gerbil. Don't put it up on the screen.
Now you've dared me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Man. One time.
I'm the AJ. My dad hated Cosby, but loved Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. And dude, there's so many bad things out about Eddie Murphy. Okay, there are so many sketchy ass things about Eddie Murphy. Richard Pryor, dude, he was the hardest core drug addict ever, and half his stand-up routine, he talks about it, perfectly fine. So I mean, I don't know, man. They're just humans. They're just like us, and in their day job, they're just doing a job, and
you're tired of being judged for liking their old works.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like Blazing Saddles. That movie could not ever be made ever again.
No. Totally inappropriate.
Never again. So we have to hate it because it's like Disney locking up Song of the South. Like we can't have Song of the South because it's a Disney movie that involves slavery. And it's like, but it's like we're gonna let the rest of the world try to forget this. I get it, but it existed, and it's part of. We work so hard to try to erase history that it just doesn't make any sense. It's like you have to learn from it. You have to learn from history, but we're not going to because we want to rewrite it all.
It's overcorrection. It always comes full circle every time.
Best science fiction UFO movie: Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T. or Star Wars. I don't know if I could consider. I wouldn't put Star Wars in that one.
No,
I'd put like what was that one where Jeff Bridges was like the pilot?
I'm thinking of a different one.
But I would think that would be more inclined with like Close Encounters and E.T.
Yeah.
It was like
out of those three, Close Encounters, I would say is.
Oh no, Star Wars just killed all those, man. Come on, they're not the same type of movie.
Yeah, they're not. Man. They're not the same movie though.
Star Wars shouldn't be.
I don't even consider Star Wars science fiction. Really, it's like It is. It's like
it's an opera. It's a soap opera.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really play it in those because those are all here in the world, and Star Wars is not. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That movie is okay up until the trip scene. And then the trip scene is like, I'm gonna check out for the next 10 minutes while this guy just kind of like.
Have you watched the thing, the Room 52, talking about the director Kubrick?
Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah, putting all his all the little hints in every movie that makes a big web of conspiracy theory. Have you not seen it? You really haven't seen it. Room 52. Yeah, Room 52.
It's called Room. What is that on?
It's on HBO, I think.
All right. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
You're giving me too much shit to do. I don't have this kind of time in my life. You know that, right?
Oh, I know.
Thanks.
What are we watching next week?
I don't know, but we should probably figure it out. Not Spaceballs, Space Odyssey, or Tron. That's for damn sure.
Right. Yeah.
And Tron is not a good movie. Okay. It was okay. Best Adam Sandler movie, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, 50 First Dates. I'm gonna go 50 First Dates. Because like I can watch 50 First Dates again and not like want to get up and leave the room. Those other two movies, I'm like, these kind of suck.
I like Happy Gilmore. Price is Wrong, bitch. Peacemaker. I'll probably start. I'll try to watch some episodes of it so I can at least talk about some of it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Let's talk about alternate history real quick. So people genuinely think the second movie of what are they called? Not the Justice League, the other guys, the bad ones. With Harley Quinn.
I
can't think of their damn Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
So they think that's a good movie. Like I've heard on 3 podcasts of different people saying it's like a legitimately great movie.
Yeah, me too. And I'm like, wait, what?
What
are they? It sucks.
I thought we were all in agreement. I thought that we all agreed that it sucked worse than the first one, and the first one was horrible.
Wedding Singer's dope. No, I agree. I could not wrap my head around the fact that there are some people that are saying that the Suicide Squad was any good. That's why I didn't want to watch Peacemaker, because I was like,
me too.
Listen, it's gonna suck.
100%. I said Peacemaker. I was like, I seen Peacemaker. I don't give a crap about Peacemaker.
No, but it's actually not bad. Like John. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's because that movie is terrible. That was legitimately a terrible movie.
Even Elvis, whatever, could not save that movie, and his character was awesome, but there was no saving that movie. Crank still anyone's ringtone? It's my ringtone. Crank has always been that'll be my ringtone forever. So yeah, I've had Crank as a ringtone since the movie came out. I literally recorded the ringtone to make it a ringtone back when you could make your own ringtones. So, yeah. Now I bought it, of course, because
season 3.
Dude, that's gonna be a tough watch, man.
Yeah,
that movie.
I'll watch it. I'm invested, but it
gets harder and harder to watch that.
Where are they going? Where are they going from here?
Who knows?
I think they need to end it. Because
it's 3 and out. Let's do 3 and out. I'm all for that.
I think they should have done that with Doom Patrol as well. Doom Patrol's just went too far.
Watching John Cena fall off those balconies was hilarious. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, dude. Trust me. Peacemaker is so stupidly funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the same vein as Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But it's a smaller cast, and they can move the story along much quicker because they have time to actually develop a story and have it make sense.
Is that dumbass shark's not there?
The dumbass shark, Sylvester Stallone, is not there. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, but it's the opening, the first episode, the opening of the first episode is great. Because he's like, they're letting me walk out of the hospital? Like, I'm supposed to be in jail. They're just letting me go? Okay. I don't know. What do you want to watch? I got nothing.
Have you watched all of Reacher?
Yes.
I'll finish Reacher.
Okay.
We'll talk about the whole season.
Okay.
Because I want to watch that anyway, so to give me an excuse to finish it.
I can do that. That works for my schedule.
Yeah, there you go. I cleared your plate.
Because I got a long weekend ahead of going through accounting. So, yay!
Nice.
I could watch the grandma's favorite movie, Sound of Music.
Oh no, never again. I've already watched it once. Once was plenty.
I don't think I've ever watched it, and I don't feel I ever will.
Wait, have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes. Yeah.
So I didn't know what I was in for in that movie. Like Kyle flipped it on one day, and I'm doing something, and I just catch it, and I was like, "This movie's really messed up, man. Like, what is this?" He's like, "Oh, it's Jojo Rabbit." Like, what? Huh? Yeah.
There's some really dumbass movies out there that I don't have to watch.
Do you know what it's about? You know what it's about.
It's like Nazi stuff.
Yeah, is that the one? Like Hitler's like his imaginary friend.
Yeah. It's really because it was up for like best movie, and so I caught some of the stuff, and I'm like
this movie's like
what the fuck?
It's like a kid with
those whiteboard options really sucked.
Exactly.
You know, because my vision of every movie that's made is there's four walls, someone stands in the middle with a blindfold on, they spin him around, and he throws things at the wall, and that's how they come up with aspects of the movie. Because most of these movies now just like, why? These are dumb. HifiVega's just dropping them tonight. Short Circuit, Johnny Five is Alive, Weird Science, or Stepmother's an Alien. Weird Science, man.
Weird Science.
We're totally Weird Science. Yeah.
Weird Science.
That was I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah. I love Short Circuit, but Weird Science.
No, Johnny Five is alive. Who cares? I mean, we all sat through that summer.
No disassemble.
Yeah. But no, I'm gonna but no, you gotta check out the Adam Project.
Oh yeah. Well, we could do that too. I'll try to get both of them in. I'll watch that. I'll watch the Adam Project for sure, and then I'll watch as much of Reacher as I can.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, anyone out there that hasn't watched the Adam Project, it's I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds, literally being Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
The story is
I'm in.
About
I've been in for Ryan Reynolds since Blade trilogy or Trinity.
So I feel what Ryan Reynolds needs to do right now is to do another rom-com.
Yeah, didn't he do one with Sandy?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
He needs to do another rom-com with
to break it up,
with a little less Ryan Reynolds.
Right. Some sincerity to it.
Yes. Yeah. Like not the funny Ryan Reynolds, just like normal Ryan Reynolds. Just to show us that he has some range other than two guys, a girl in a pizza shop all the time. Jojo Rabbit was directed by Waikiki. Yeah.
Fun fact.
He plays Hitler.
I didn't know that. Wow, nice.
Yeah. What kind of player the part? There again, Jojo Rabbit was every bits and pieces of it I've seen. It looks like it's a great movie.
It's just like a messed up movie.
It's like just really not my genre of movie to watch. So there's no takeaway from the movie. Like if somebody liked it or wanted to watch it, totally watch it.
Have you heard of Parasite?
I think so.
It's like a Korean movie. Got really highly rated. I'd like to watch that at some point. I don't know if it's going to be my type of movie or not.
Parasite, because when they're Jim, what are you doing today?
Yeah,
and you're like,
I could do it. I watched that thing on Netflix. The whole the Hunger Games type thing.
That everyone watched. Yeah, The Proposal. That's the name of that movie. That was a good movie, man. I like Sandra Bullock, and I liked young Ryan Reynolds. So it was
right.
That sounded very Kevin Spacey.
Hey. We better end on that note.
Well, you guys are just throwing out like the old movie Sneakers. Good God. All right. Welcome to the old. But it says something because like no one's putting up a movie that's been made in the last 20 years.
Exactly.
It's like the movies suck that bad.
Because they know we're going to talk shit about them. Usually. They're like,
that was a good movie though, man.
Maybe we'll find something they like. That's what they're doing. They're like, we're trying to find something they might like.
So end on this. Was Squid Games worth watching?
I think so. I really liked it a lot.
Okay. Well, there you go.
If
Not
you
on
could
my.
if you could put up with the dub over and stuff, yes.
Yeah, I don't have to be that culturally accurate, so I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Shy Jag. We'll be back next week. Who knows what we'll talk about? But we got our homework assignments, so go forth, be merry. Have a great week. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.